that friendly, familiar voice to which I give a round of applause.
Good job.
Maurice Jones-Drew, calling the Super Bowl on the Rams radio network. You already touched on it a little bit earlier in the show, but how cool of an experience was it?
It was amazing. You know, something that I will always think about. Never made it as a player, so you make it as a broadcaster.
Had you ever gone to a Super Bowl like as when you were active?
Oh, yeah.
Not playing in the game, but just as a fan?
Well, I didn't go as a fan. I went to go get some motivation to get back in the gym and work out.
Okay, but this you were working capacity here.
No question. It was awesome.
That's cool. We saw
I saw you.
Yeah,
Don't tell everybody.
Jumbotron.
Yeah, you're all over the place.
Okay, well, we heard your call there on the one touchdown in the game. Came courtesy of the rookie running back, Sony Michel, who just lit up the playoffs. Very solid Super Bowl with 94 yards and 1 touchdown, but in the postseason, 6 touchdowns for this kid, over 300 yards. How was he so effective, not only on Sunday, but in the postseason?
Well, it goes all the way back to the draft. Remember, let's not forget that Tom Brady and Gronk weren't at OTAs. And so Bill Belichick and his staff understood that we have to switch our game plan around now a little bit because we're not going to have the same time because they're not going to be practicing. So you're able to go out and get a running back and go on first and second down, can be that workhorse for you. You have James White, you have Rex Burkhead, and you just needed your old Corey Dillon per se. And so this young man came in. You have James Devlin as your fullback, and they just ran hard.
They did. They really threw the clock back. I mean, that was what they did, like you said, back when they won their first Super Bowl. Yeah, exactly. And with Sony Michel, I mean, that's just it shows kind of where they're looking in the future also, you know, because they let him have about a month or two to where he kind of got healthy, got ready to go, started working him in. And they were all geared up for this moment because they don't want to put Tom Brady in situations where he has to throw the ball. If they want him to play until he's 45 years old, you have to build a run game like this. So I think this is a great move, and Sony Michel picked up the flag and went with it.
No rookie wall for this young kid out of Georgia. On the other side, there was another former Georgia running back who, along Todd Gurley, of course I'm speaking of, along with C.J. Anderson, were ripping through the end of the regular season and then in the early part of the playoffs. But then the NFC title game, the conundrum with Todd Gurley getting 5 touches. He only had 12 touches on Super Bowl Sunday. Anderson did nothing with the ball when he got his touches as well. How could it's dissecting the body here, but how could they have better utilized those guys?
Well, you want to get them more reps and more opportunities. I think going into the game plan, they felt like they can get the receivers one-on-one with some of these DBs, knowing they're going to play press man and kind of air it out a little bit. I guess throw the ball to set up the run, but you got to do it the other way. You have to run the ball. You have to get Todd going, and I'm gonna take you on a little tape here. So look, Todd, it's outside zone. We're gonna create a little crease here, a little wall. Todd's gonna find it because he sees all these guys bunched up. He's gonna use his speed and break down the middle. That's a huge play.
That was maybe the best offensive play of the day.
Exactly.
For the Rams.
Keep doing those. Here, Jared Goff is gonna look. Now he may have number 1 receiver coming back, but he doesn't like it. There's 4 guys there, so he checks it down to the running back right away, C.J. Anderson. He makes a guy miss, and he gets you a first down. Sometimes check downs, David. I know quarterbacks don't like it. We like 5 will get you 60, and it's a great investment.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, with Todd Gurley and CJ, it was difficult because they weren't able to stay on the field. You heard Sean McVay talk about it. They couldn't convert third down, so they didn't get more plays, so it made it tough. They couldn't get in a rhythm.
Okay, well, I'll say this about the Rams franchise. 3 years ago, they were a sub-500 team. Last year, they won a division championship. This year took another step with a conference championship, getting into the Super Bowl, so the future would still seem to be very, very bright for this team. As for today in Los Angeles, we told you earlier in the show it was locker room clean-out day for the Rams. Media was allowed to go in there as well. C.J. Anderson, the key acquisition mid-season or mid to late season for them, was asked if he wants to remain a Ram next year.
Of course. I mean, it's a business, though. You know, I mean, I was 1,000-yard rusher last year, top 10 in the league in a lot of different categories, top 5 in a lot of different categories. In the running back position, I was cut from 3 teams, so who knows how this business will go. But, I definitely like what they do up here. If the cars allow it, I'll be here, and if not, we'll go have fun somewhere else.
You know, you got a taste of it. You know, it's motivation. If anything, it just motivates you more that you fell short. You got to find a way to work even harder. So, you know, we wanted to win, we didn't. But I ain't did nothing but light a fire on them, so.
It hurts right now, but, you know, these guys are resilient. These guys show great poise. I expect everybody to come back and have another victorious season, whether it's with me or without me.
We found out on Saturday who...
How about Tony Gonzalez? When did you know he was a gold jacketer?
Growing up, right, and watching the highlights and things like that, I always saw Tony Gonzalez dunk on the goalpost. That was after he scored. So every Sunday we watch highlights, and then he'd be doing this. So I was like, well, either he's really good, or he's really good, because there's no reason he should be making layups all the time, or he's taking other people's touchdowns. And then obviously I got a chance to play against him, and I was like, my goodness, no one can cover him in the red zone, no one can cover him in the field.
Yeah.
And he went to Cal, which I ended up finding out later that he was a tremendous two-sport athlete at the University of California, Berkeley.
Makes it look really easy.
And you guys share a fight song, so you have that in common.
We don't share no fight song.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, UC system kind of just like, hey, everybody gets the same fight song.
4's up. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Tony Gonzalez, the most catches, receiving yards, and 100-yard games for a tight end in NFL history, but he doesn't have a Super Bowl win. And the Patriots are celebrating today their 6th. After